In this video, I'm going to show you how to use Internet Explorer to browse the internet. So first things first, we need to open up the program. And there are a couple of different ways you can do that. If you've got a shortcut on your desktop that looks like this, then just double click on it to open the program. Or, if you've got a shortcut on your taskbar, which looks like this, just single click on it to open it. And if you don't have either of those, you need to click on the Start button in the bottom left hand corner and just click on it once. Then click on Internet Explorer in the list. So I'm just going to click on that. And once that's opened up, you can type in the address of the website that you want to go to in the address bar, which is this box up here. Now I should say at this point that your screen might look different to mine, but don't worry, my computer's automatically set up to take me to the Google website when I open up Internet Explorer, but your computer might be set up to automatically take you to a different website, and that's fine, the internet still works in exactly the same way. So now I'm going to take you to a web page that Tim's set up to help you learn how to use the internet. So I'm just going to click in the address bar and start typing. And as I type, you'll notice that it tries to fill in the website address for me. And this happens if you've been to that website before. The computer remembers it and tries to help you out by filling it in. So if you want to go to that website that it's filled in, just press the Enter key on your keyboard. Or if you want to go to one of the ones it's listed below, just click on that with your mouse. But I'm just going to carry on typing for the minute to show you how it normally works. Oh, spelt it wrong there. And when you've typed it all in, just hit Enter on the keyboard and you're taken to the website. Now, depending on your screen size, you might not be able to see the whole page. And if you can't, you use the scroll bar, which is this bar over here, to move down. And all you do is hover your mouse over the grey bar, click on the left mouse button and hold it down, move your mouse downwards, and then let go of the button. And then you just do the same thing to go back up. Or, if you've got a wheel on your mouse, just use the wheel to scroll down and back up again. So now I'm going to show you how to move between different pages within a website. And you do that using a thing called links. And there are two types of link. The first is underlined text, like this one here. And you can tell it's a link because if you hover your mouse over it, the little pointer changes into a hand, and that tells you you can click on it to go to a different page. But I'm not going to click on that one just yet, because I'm going to show you the other kind of link, which is some kind of a picture or a graphic, usually made to look like a button. So for example, these buttons over here are all links, and if I hover my mouse over them, you can see that the pointer changes into the little hand. So let's click on the top one, and that's taken me to a different page within the website. And this page is actually a list of useful links to other websites. Now you can see this one here is coloured purple, whereas all the rest are blue. And the purple colour just means that you've been to that web page recently, and the computer remembers that and changes the colour of the link. And this is pretty handy if you've got a big list like this, because you can remember which ones you have and haven't been to. And the ones you haven't been to are blue. Now, to go back to the page that you were on previously, you could look around this page to see if there's a link to take you back, but the easiest thing to do is use the back button, which is this one up here. And all you do is click on it once, and that takes you back to the page that you were just on. And you can click on it several times to go back several pages. There's also a forward button, which is this one here, and that takes you forward to the page that you came back from. It might sound a little bit confusing, but I'll just click it to show you. So that takes me forwards to the one I just came from, and then I can go back again to the previous one. Next, I'm going to show you how to use the History feature and the Favourites feature. And you get to both of them by clicking on this star button in the top right hand corner. So if I click on that, a little panel opens up on the right hand side, and if it's not already on the History tab, just click on History here. Now, there's not much in my internet history because I haven't used it on this computer for quite a while. But normally, as well as where it says today, it'll say yesterday and the day before, and it goes back a few weeks. So to see what websites I've been on today, I just click on it, and it lists them below. And then if you click on one of the websites, it even shows you the individual web pages that you've been on. And this feature is pretty useful if, say, you were on a website yesterday looking for something and you want to go back to it but you can't quite remember where you found it or what the website address was. So if you want to go back to one of them, you just find it in the list and then click on it and you're taken straight to the website. So now I'll show you the Favourites feature, so click on the star button again, and this time click on the Favourites tab at the top if it's not already on it. And this is a list of my favourite websites, ones I use a lot like Wikipedia or the BBC News website. And I can add websites to this list so I can get to them really quickly without having to type the website address in every time. For example, if I want to go to the BBC News website, I can just click on it there. So I'll show you how to add one now, and the first thing to do is go to the website you want to add. So let's go back to that Helpful Books one. So there it is. Click on the star button again, and this time click on Add to Favourites. A new window pops up where you can give the website a name, so I'm going to change that to be Helpful Books Website Tour. Then you just click on Add. Or if you want to put it in a folder to organise them, just click New Folder here and you can give the folder a name. Or if you want to put it in a folder you've already created, you just click the little arrow here and then choose one of the folders by clicking on it. I'm just going to stick to doing a normal one, so I'm just going to click Add. Now it looks like nothing's happened, but if I go back to my favourites, you can see there's the one I've just added, and if I clicked on that, it would take me to this page. And if you want to delete any of them, just right click on them in the list, and then click on Delete. There's also a feature called the Favourites bar, which is this bar along the top. And if you can't see it on your computer, just right click anywhere at the top of the window on the blue bar, and then click on Favourites bar. And you can add buttons to the Favourites bar, and clicking on them takes you straight to the website. So for example, I've got two up here, for BBC News and the Wikipedia website, and all I have to do is click on one and it takes me to the website. So to add something to the Favourites bar, go to the website you want to add first. So let's go back to the Helpful Books one. There it is. Then there are two ways to do it. The first is to click on this small button over here, and the second is to click on the star button again in the top right hand corner. click on the small arrow next to where it says Add to Favourites and click on Add to Favourites bar. And there you can see it's popped up at the top. And if you wanted to delete something from the bar, you just right click on the button and click on Delete. So now would be a good time to read through this page that Tim's put together to help you learn how to use the internet and to try out some of the links.